to another episode of Batavia Spotlight, where we get to know more about community organizations and businesses here in Batavia and in our local communities. I'm Ellen Huxtable, your host. And today I'm very pleased to be welcoming Mary and Chris Guindo from Guindo's Spice of Life. Now, for the people that don't know about Spice of Life, please tell us about what you are and what you have.
We are a local hot sauce company. We started in 2011, but we actually started on the West Coast. We moved here about 3 years ago.
And what do you make?
I make a line of different fresh and spicy pepper sauces. So we have 3 main hot sauces that we produce, and then we literally come up with a new flavor every single week. So all in all, we have close to 200 flavors.
And so at any one time, like right now, how many hot sauces are available?
Man, I would say, what do you think? Probably about 40?
Yeah, I think so.
Something
I think we've got
40 on our website.
A number of them actually running out of stock because we started our outdoor market season already, so things are starting to run out, which is
once the markets get going, we literally will produce one flavor, sell out that week, have a new flavor, sell out that week. But over the winter, we were able to kind of put together quite a few different flavors.
So if somebody really wants to stock up on the flavor that they love, they better buy it while it's available.
That's
then.
kind of the thing, yeah.
Get it while it's hot. That's what I like to say.
We usually only make 10 to 12 cases of each flavor, except for our main 3. And then, like I said, they sell out usually every week. So.
Now, how do they vary? What are the things that make the 200 different from, or the one different from the other 199?
Well, I come up with a new inspiration every single week. Like I was inspired to start working on some beer hot sauces, which I'm going to start doing this week.
With real beer in them?
They will have a very small percentage of beer that is legal. I believe if you stay below like 4%, you're okay. And I'll cook most of the alcohol out. But yeah, I'll infuse beer right into them. And I'm going to be working with a local brewery, and we're probably going to infuse some of their beers into our hot sauces. So I'll probably try and do a red, a green, and a yellow. I like to work in sets a lot of times. Like we just launched our Mediterranean box online with 3 different Mediterranean sauces.
It's our featured hot sauce of the month for May.
So people can get the hot sauce of the month for that person you don't know what else to buy for.
Exactly.
And they don't like fruit because it's too healthy.
Exactly. Although hot sauce is not that unhealthy either. We keep our sodium relatively low. We only use sea salts and all fresh, locally grown peppers whenever possible.
So you actually locally source then?
We try our hardest to work exclusively with local farmers. It gets a little difficult in the winter, but we work with Foxtrot Farms. We work with Muirhead.
Klein's Quality Produce, Muirhead. There's a
couple smaller guys that do more of the exotic peppers, like your scorpions, your reapers, your aji ricos,
super
your
hot peppers. More, yeah. But you can see those on our website too. We try to definitely feature all of our partners that we work with, the different farms and such. So they're available so people can see, who we're working with.
So you said how many cases do you make typically of your special ones?
Our limited release, we usually only do 10 to 12. It just depends on what I'm making. Sometimes I can only come across a couple pounds of a certain pepper. I let it be known whenever I see a farmer like anything that I haven't heard of, especially, I'm all about it. That will give me more inspiration. And there's never a pepper that I don't fall in love with. I really do love them. So
10 to 12 cases with what? 12? How many bottles in a case?
12.
10 to 12 cases. You do about 144.
Somewhere in there. Yeah, like I said, it varies.
That big. And so, how much pepper? How many pounds of pepper go into 144
I don't know, because honestly, we do blends. So
it varies.
Hard to say,
but I would say on average, probably around like 40 pounds of peppers,
really?
Right? Yeah. And we're pepper
of a specific kind.
Yeah, of a specific kind, yeah.
But I work in blends. One of our things that we're really proud of is we take really hot peppers and we make them palatable. So I'll take a sweet pepper, blend it with a really spicy pepper. Like we have a mild scorpion pepper sauce that's, people that know scorpion pepper would be scared of that pepper. But if you had ours, you'd be like, wow, this is spicy, but it's not going to burn your face off.
He has a knack for taking really hot peppers and making them palatable and making them enjoyable, especially for somebody like me who really doesn't like to cry when I eat my food. I want to enjoy what I'm having.
You want to have your mouth when you're done, right?
Yeah, and there are people that want hotter, and so he does do some small batch, hotter sauces geared towards those people. But even then, we're not trying to be the hottest hot sauce. We want to be the best hot sauce, the most flavorful, the one that you want to keep coming back to.
Well, I'll tell you that my son is a big hot sauce freak, and that's exactly what he said. He said that your hot sauces have flavor. I can't tell at a certain point. My mouth burns off, and I can't tell. But he can tell the nuances, and so for the people that are real fans of things, they can appreciate that. So what's the process? Good. How do you do this? You take the peppers, you get them from the farmer, you wash them off, and you smush them.
I wouldn't say I smush them. I don't like to go too much into the process of how I make my sauces, to be perfectly honest with you. But the process literally starts a lot of times when I'm driving around or having a conversation. Like I'll get inspiration from anywhere. Sometimes it might come from I'm with a farmer and they have, for instance, Foxtrot last year had this beautiful heirloom garlic. And I was like, I'm going to make a garlic hot sauce. I roasted an entire huge sheet about the size of this table of roasted heirloom garlic, and it was out of this world. And so with that, I used a blend of different peppers. I wanted to really focus on the flavor of that roasted garlic, so I didn't go super over the top hot. It was spicy, but it was more about the flavor of that garlic.
Another time you've been inspired too. We were spending time with friends on vacation a couple summers ago, and they shared with us a family recipe, a mung chili paste, and we were blown away. We'd never heard of it before, and it was one of the most delicious sauces. Very, very spicy. And he came back home and said, "I want to make a hot sauce like that." So that
rich in history. I mean, it had. Then she was muddling. Her mom was she was growing mung chilies, and then mulling them with mushroom and all these great flavors, and it was just so delicious with umami flavors, and I was like, I'm going to try and recreate that, and I'd say I came close. I mean, this was a recipe that's been in our family for 100 years.
You have to be a Hmong mother in order to do this right.
I mean, people love it. It has won a couple trophies for us, but I don't think it's as good as what she did.
Hers is pretty special.
Nobody's as good as Grandma.
But his is delicious.
It is.
Is there anything special you want to tell people about your company? I know you said that you certainly do the farmers market, so it'll catch you there. And I know that you're very popular with a lot of places. But anything special you want to tell us about your company?
One of the things that we're really trying to do is give back to the community as much as possible. We definitely try to donate products for like raffles to help generate revenue for other people, other organizations in the area. One of the most recent things that we actually did was for a friend who passed away in Indianapolis. He was a paleo-driven chef who had a special meal delivery service featuring paleo and macro-friendly foods, and he was, delivering these all around the area throughout Indiana. And he passed away suddenly in the fall, leaving behind 2 small children and his wife, of course. And so, to honor him,
when Artie would always he'd say, "I carry all your sauces, but they're not paleo-friendly." And almost like you spoke to me, I came up with a paleo-friendly recipe, and we managed to sort of come up with a hot sauce that was named after him, and all the proceeds go to his family, and it was pretty fun and awesome, and a way to sort of honor him. And is one of the many ways. And we don't have excess amounts of funds to donate, but we try to donate whenever we can. That was one of our sort of core values as a company, is to always try to give back. And so, getting to Spice of Life one day when we're in a position to do so, we plan on really giving a lot more. But at this point, in any way we can, we'll come up with new hot sauces to raise money, and we'll donate proceeds and gift baskets to any cause that we find worthy. So,
well, thank you very much. How can people keep up with you, find out more about your company, where to get your product? Where can they find out more information about you?
Well, Guindos.com is our website. We do have a newsletter that we started doing a few months back. We just send it out once a month, so if you sign up for our newsletter, we're not going to oversend.
We're not going to hammer you like every other day.
But we feature our hot sauces of the month. We also like to feature local, we call them featured friends, people that support us, and or farmers that we work with, and things like that. And then also through our Facebook page and Instagram. And we have a number of farmers markets that we're doing this summer, including the Batavia Farmers Market that starts in June, as well as other small special events around the area.
Lots of craft fairs, and so you can check out our website. We try to keep that updated as much as possible.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
for telling us about your pepper sauces. And I'm looking forward to the next batch. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Tom Wangler, President of Confident Air. Regular maintenance can prolong the life of your furnace and keep your energy costs to a minimum. Plus, there's less of a chance of a breakdown on a cold winter night. Your furnace needs proper care and attention to keep it running smoothly, so you don't end up paying too much for heating during the cold winter months, or worse yet, with deadly carbon monoxide poisoning. We recommend an annual inspection to ensure safe operation. Confident Air, your trusted home comfort professionals since 1992.
The Drendel and Jansen's Law Group has practiced law in Aurora since 1961 and in Batavia since 1994.
We focus our energy on representing people and businesses and families in the local community.
We represent clients in Kane and surrounding counties in matters ranging from divorce to wills, business law to zoning. We focus our efforts on planning and working towards positive resolutions for businesses and families.
When clients need someone to fight for their interests, we're ready, willing, and able to act as aggressive advocates to protect their interests.
Trendle and Jansen's Law Group with offices in Batavia and Aurora and located on the web at batavialaw.com.
Welcome back to Batavia Spotlight. I'm Ellen Huxtable, and I'm here right now with Jamie Sam, who's the Executive Director of Batavia Main Street. So, Jamie, thank you for joining us, and tell us about what's new and exciting with Batavia Main Street.
Sure. So, Batavia Main Street is our downtown nonprofit. We're focused on economic development and revitalization in the downtown, bringing everybody in our community to downtown Batavia through focusing on the arts, the downtown businesses, the exciting events that we host. We like to think of downtown Batavia as everybody's neighborhood, and that's a big thanks to what we do at Batavia Main Street.
So in general, what kinds of things are percolating downtown? I know you have winter things, summer things, all season things.
We do. So I brought this, not that they'll be able to see it, but I wanted to show you. Mm-hmm. So this is our full calendar of events. We kick off in April with Egg Hop. So we did that for Easter and spring to get everybody out of their houses, get them downtown Batavia. Then we go into the farmers market. I know you've talked to other businesses who participate at our farmers market, which is great. We like to bring small local businesses down there, as well as work with the businesses on River Street. With the farmers market, we get over 2,500 people every Saturday morning down there, and that runs for the whole summer. We've got a whole summer filled with events, though. We have our second Fridays that happen. They run through April to October as well, every second Friday in downtown, where multiple businesses participate. They all host different arts events, different craft projects, kid-focused, all ages, specials at the restaurants. A lot of the businesses host musicians. So it's just a fun way to get people downtown. Even the Batavia Depot Museum participates, so they've got kind of funky hours during the week that make it hard for everyone to go and enjoy what they've got going on at the museum in downtown. And Second Fridays has really welcomed more people through their doors from that 6 to 9 time period on those Fridays. And then we partner with Water Street Studios right in our downtown, because we have so many great assets downtown that we want to feature as many of them as possible.
So I know that there are some things, of course, for which there's a small fee, but so much of what you offer is very low cost or free of charge.
Yep. Yeah. So our goal, because we're a nonprofit, we do need to help cover some of our expenses. So we do that through partnerships and sponsorships, as well as a great partnership we have with the City of Batavia and our downtown property owners. But Egg Hop, Bat Fest, Farmers Market, Block Party, Oktoberfest even, there's no charge to get in at the doors. People can come downtown, and if you have $0 in your pocket, you can just enjoy being in a place with a lot of people. Being surrounded by great businesses, by being surrounded by your neighbors, and having fun right on the Fox River in downtown. But then, we always have options for food, which do cost, and different activities to participate in, but we try to keep those low. Like for Block Party, we do the $3 tasters. So we make it affordable for all ages, teenagers to adults, parents who want to buy their kids something but don't want to spend $15 on a slab of ribs.
Absolutely. How are you funded?
We're funded through a mix of partnerships with the city, as I mentioned, and then an SSA with the property owners, and then the rest of it, we actually fundraise for that through sponsorships, and then through a couple of our events, which are fundraisers. So Oktoberfest and then Cocktails in the Park. Those are our two big fundraisers. Oktoberfest obviously stretches thousands of people, and they come, and through the food and drink sales, we raise the money there. And then with Cocktails in the Park, it's a smaller, more intimate event, about 500 people, and we do a lot of fundraising there.
So I'm sure that you have opportunities for people to volunteer.
We do.
Oh, tell me about some of the things people can do to volunteer.
So right now, if you go on our website at downtownbatavia.com, you can click, and there's a link to Blues and Roots on Water Street, the Well Batavia event, and our Race to Market. But all summer, all fall, all winter, we have lots of different events that people can volunteer, and you can volunteer from everything from the info table to helping with setup and cleanup to manning the stage, or even being on a committee and helping plan the event. So if you go to an event, you love it, and you want to make it even better, we like to welcome you to our table and join.
There's lots of opportunities for people to absolutely do lots and lots with downtown Batavia.
Yes, there are.
So the businesses that you work with, they have the opportunity also to sponsor, or I would expect individuals have the opportunity to sponsor, donate, contribute financially to keeping this really great resource going for the community.
For sure, they do. And, you know, some of our downtown businesses do that. Some of our outside of downtown Batavia businesses sponsor and participate. We do welcome our downtown businesses to participate, like in the Egg Hop and Bat Fest, where you can hop around to the businesses for exposure. But yes, we're always looking for anybody who wants to help contribute and support what we're doing in downtown. If you come to downtown Batavia and you love it every time and you think Tuesday night there's probably something going on, this weekend there's probably something going on, that's in part thanks to Batavia Main Street and what we do down there. So we appreciate community support.
And so you partner, I know you mentioned, with Water Street and the city. So you're really an integral part of the community, the way that you're structured and the way that you operate.
We do. We partner with them. We partner with the Chamber, United Way, Fermilab even, you know, pulling them down to our events. They come down to Bat Fest with their Mr. Freeze.
Oh, yes.
So we like to tie, yes, he's fun. He's a big hit to everybody. So we like to tie all those organizations in, even beyond what we offer in Batavia. If there's something we don't offer in Batavia, we like to try to pull that in so that people in Batavia can walk downtown and experience that.
That's wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit more about when people want to contribute, if they want to give money, if they want to give time, if they want to just explore? Maybe they're not quite sure yet if they want to donate some time. How do people get in touch with you?
Sure. They can find us on downtownbatavia.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter. We're on all of them because I'm trying to hit all the demographics. So just look for Batavia Main Street in downtown Batavia. They could call me at 630-761-3528. On our website, there's opportunities. There's links. They can sign up for our e-news that we send out every week. I know you said you get lots of our information in your inbox.
I know what's coming up, and it's amazing. It's just amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, we try to keep everyone's calendars full. That's our goal.
Well, thank you. Anything specific you wanted to tell our listening audience and our viewing audience about Main Street?
Sure. Well, downtown Batavia has a ton of great businesses, and any time of year, they're open for business. And we want to welcome everybody downtown to support those businesses. Majority of those owners are your neighbors, so come down and check them out and meet them and shop their stores and eat at their restaurants.
Right. Shop small, live small,
That's right.
And support your local community.
Yeah.
Jimmy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Ellen.
And looking forward to all the wonderful things with Batavia Main Street.
Me too.
Me too. And we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
The Kane County Chronicle is your best source for news and information in print and online in the Tri-Cities and Caneland.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
Downtown Batavia, always moving by nature. Recreation. Nature. The arts. Specialty shops. Restaurants and services. Downtown is everyone's neighborhood. Come, celebrate, meet friends, unwind.
See you downtown.
Welcome back to Batavia Spotlight. I'm Ellen Huxtable, and I'm here right now with Cindy Kiekeffer and Patty Condon, who are members of the Batavia Women's Club, and they're actually board members of the Batavia Women's Club. So thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
For those of us that don't know very much about the Batavia Women's Club, tell me about it. What is it about?
Well, I didn't know very much either until about 3 years ago when I retired, and I felt that I had some skills to help a philanthropic organization. And I'm proud to say that new members like me and members like Patty, who are 16 years in the organization,
yep, 2002,
are keeping the traditions of a 125-year-old civic organization alive in Batavia, the oldest civic organization in Batavia.
Oh my goodness, how many women belong to the organization?
Currently, we're at about 84 members.
Okay.
And we've just grown exponentially in the last 2 or 3 years. So we're here to talk about that because we have just attracted so many more members, working members, that we're now kind of changing how we do things. We have to start having evening dinners. We meet once a month to talk about our club, decide what we want to do, what philanthropic efforts we want to pursue, and we're really growing. It's been a very exciting time for our organization.
So now you do fundraising things then to support local organizations. What kind of organizations do you support?
Well, in the past, we've supported Valley Sheltered Workshop right here in Batavia, Mutual Ground,
Elder Day Center,
Chip in Batavia.
Just last year, we have an annual fashion show where we choose a local charity for as our benefactor. And last year, it was a new organization called Rise from the Ashes, which helps women who need funding from their abusive husbands. Mm-hmm. This year, we're choosing Mutual Ground, which is unfortunately still a very current topic of domestic and sexual abuse. And so we look forward to helping out these organizations. And we provide scholarships, which is one of the original attractions to me, to middle school children in the arts, in
the new STEAM programs, so
mathematics, engineering,
dancing, leadership.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. So how do you raise your funds? What are your fundraising events, and how do you go about raising the money that you're then able to donate?
Well, we have dues, which are not expensive, only $40 a year. And then we have all kinds of other events that we try to raise money at. We just had a St. Patty's event where we helped generate some money for the Depot Museum project. But most of it is events that raise money for the actual charity that we've identified.
So then you partner with the charity and help them run their events, or is that the model? Or?
No, we hold our own events like our fashion show and the Shamrock and Roll and our flower sale. We sell flowers every year, and that's how we raise our money. And we also have 3 departments within our organization, Home Life and Education, Fine Arts, and Conservation and Garden, and they also have fundraisers within their own departments.
So each department then raises money. You identify a charity that you want to donate it to. And the people that are involved, what kinds of skills are you looking for in your organization? Who would you love to attract to help round out your membership base?
We like warm bodies. No,
That's a good prerequisite.
And it's Batavia Women's Club. Although, so you have to be female to join. Although, husbands and boyfriends get put to work a lot. So we're really looking at anyone who, I joined because I saw the wonderful philanthropy that goes on, and I knew that some of my skill sets from my previous work life would be applicable. So, our focus on women and children was very appealing to me, and so you come for the purpose of helping the community. And I worked all my life downtown. I never knew my community. When we came here today for Spotlight, I knew everybody you were interviewing because Batavia Women's Club got me out. And then you come for the cause and you stay for the friends like this one here.
There's no prerequisite. We're looking for anyone that wants to get involved in the community, and it's not only Batavians. There's women from all over the Fox Valley that belong to our club. So we're a fun group.
So the qualification is you have to be breathing, and a woman, and a woman to be part of the women's group here. So how often do you meet, and what are your meetings like? What is being involved like?
Food is always involved.
Food is good.
Just saying that. I'll really go to anything as long as there's food there.
Sounds good
so
to
we
me.
knew that would attract people. But
we have programs too. We have some of the organizations that we just mentioned come in and talk to us about their organization, what's new, what's going on, what their needs are. We also have social programs. We just had someone come to talk to us about the history of Estee Lauder. That was very interesting. We have singing groups. We've had the swing singers come. And then one meeting out of the year, the kids from the middle school who win our scholarships come and entertain us. That's one of our programs.
That's just wonderful. It brings tears to your eye. The parents come. It's really wonderful. And all of these things happen once a month.
Yep.
Almost once every month. We have such an enthusiastic group of women that they've now voted to meet more often. We used to take summers off, and now we've added another month there. And so we're in a really good spot. So it's
We're
a good time.
evolving, yes.
Yeah, we really are.
So when people are interested in getting involved, it's a once a month commitment to come to the meetings, and I would expect also time to volunteer and
help
for the events, et cetera, et cetera.
And not all of our members make every meeting, so it's not like a definite commitment. You have to be there every month, but we do have meetings once a month.
So if somebody wants to get involved or wants to learn a little bit more on how they can join your group, how can they contact you?
We are so glad you asked.
Yes.
They can call us at 630-306-9340 or go to our website at bataviawomansclub.org, or we have a Facebook page as well.
Okay, and so then they can connect with you, find out more, join your group, and help support the community.
That's right.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure the people are going to be very interested to know that you exist and that you're there to help the community.
Thank you so much, Ellen.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us for another episode of Batavia Spotlight. I'm your host, Ellen Huxtable. Catch up on previous episodes on our website, mybatv.com, and follow us on Facebook at BATV 1017. Thanks for watching.